Hello friend, my name is Gideon. Welcome to today's devotion. A few years back, my country went for a general election, the result of which a number of leaders and sections of the population disapproved. What followed was the worst post-election violence since independence. The Civil War, which started as a losers versus winners disagreement, soon turned into one of the nasty tribal clashes witnessed in this country. Within a few weeks, it was all tribes on the losing side versus all tribes on the winning side, down to the villages and long-time neighbors. Neighbors rose against each other, slaughtered each other, burnt each other's homes and farms, and within a month, over 1,000 had lost their lives, several thousand injured and displaced, and millions of shillings worth of property destroyed. Now, 7 years down the line, a number of arrests has been made and a number of people charged in law courts, local and international. But very few, if any, have been convicted. And the biggest problem is lack of evidence. For while there's evidence that people died and property was destroyed, not many of the witnesses are willing to give a true account of what they witnessed. Evidence has either been concealed, twisted, or falsely given. But what does God say in relation to our testimony for or against a neighbor? The 9th commandment states, "You shall not give false testimony against your neighbor." This means lying about your neighbor in a court of law or in public in a way that portrays them as guilty when they are not. However, it also means lying about your neighbor to prove that they are innocent when actually you know that they are guilty of an offense. We are giving false witness when we intentionally leave something out of a story, tell half-truths, or twist the facts so that the truth about your neighbor is concealed. We break the heart of God when we create tales, slander, or falsely testify and cause an innocent neighbor losses, which a discovery of the truth would have prevented. We are living at times when we easily justify false witness as long as we or those close to us benefit. Now, most of us don't care what harm our false witness may do to a neighbor, and especially those we have labeled enemies. But giving a false testimony against a neighbor, whether a friend or enemy, whether to save them or destroy them, comes under the curse of this law. But how often have we fallen into the vice of giving false testimonies? How often have we sworn before a court of law that with God helping us, we will say all truth and nothing but the truth, only to testify falsely before the court and before God? And the best lawyers, those who through their use of words can turn a blood-stained criminal into a saint. And is our neighbor hurting, in jail, or even dead because we withheld truth or testified falsely? Yes, those memories are still fresh. We are guilty and will continue to be as long as our neighbor is hurting. Do we even have the guts to tell our neighbor of the love of Jesus Christ? No. We are guilty, we are scared, we are even ashamed of ourselves. But all is not lost. There is hope. True healing comes through first making right with the neighbor we falsely accused and denied justice, and secondly, turning to the God of mercy for forgiveness. Then we will be enabled to share the love of Jesus Christ with our neighbor with all freedom and joy. May our Lord God help us, each one of us, including myself. My name is Gideon Momo. Thanks for logging in.